She's the girl from Kodak Town, Kodak Town, Kodak Town.
Hello again. Hopefully a very short video this time, because if I keep it above more than 10 minutes, I suspect everybody's going to be so damn bored they'll switch off even sooner than usual. I don't want it to be too self-indulgent either, but I wanted to get viewers' opinions on a company that we used to call the Big Yellow God, i.e. Kodak. And I was thinking the other day, if I were to ask anybody to name brands associated with photography in 2022, what names would you come up with? And obviously the likes of Nikon, Canon, Sony, Fuji. Kodak would not be amongst them. And that is so sad, in my opinion. I've come today to Everton Park in Liverpool, which, as I speak, is a beautifully landscaped green space. Back in the 60s, it was home to very much a black spot in the city. And it was also home to the steepest street in the city, Havelock Street, otherwise known as Mountain Street. It's almost impossible to visualize how it must have looked. And from here, you do get a great vantage point with views across the city below, looking out over to the Wirral and Birkenhead. I'm standing relatively close to Prince Rupert's Tower, as it's known, although more accurately it's simply the Liverpool lockup. And it features on the emblem of Everton Football Club. Not that I'm either a blue or a red. I have to emphasise that. Anyway, back on topic, Alan. I've never been a Kodak employee, I need to emphasise that, but I have had dealings with Kodak on two major occasions, apart from being a user of their materials for many years. My first experience was when I was sent down to their plant in Harrow on a training course by the boss of the colour processing lab that I then worked for, to learn how to use a brand new automated enlarging printer. And that was a real eye-opener. I've got some photographs which I can put up for you now, just to illustrate exactly how big the Kodak plant in Harrow used to be. These are courtesy of Andy, who runs a website called Behind Closed Doors. So thank you very much, Andy. Much appreciated. It was massive. It employed thousands of people, dozens of blind people working in the film processing darkroom. They had a Kodachrome line. I could go on and on and on, but it really would bore the pants off everybody, I guess. If anybody wanted more information about my experiences with Kodak, I'd be only too pleased to drone on and on and on about them, but that's for another occasion. The second involvement I had with Kodak was when I ran a Kodak Express mini lab on the Wirral in the late 1990s, where I used a Gretag mini lab processing unit, which we decided on over the Fuji Frontier or the Noritsu or Agfa machines because of its very small footprint. That was a complete sea change, of course, because by the 1990s, mini labs were taking over the world. Kodak were very much on the decline. And that coincided, of course, with the launch of the ill-fated APS film system, which Kodak was heavily involved with, to the tune of $500 million, I believe, and which eventually died out through lack of interest and the encroachment of digital imaging, of course. But what I want this video to be about, for you to give me your opinions on the demise of Kodak. Was it a case of it being well deserved, a massive company turning a blind eye to the development of digital technology? Or, as I tend to think, was it a sadness that we've lost what was for hundreds of years, well, more than 100 years, the major name in photography? I just think it's incredibly sad that we've now lost them altogether. Although they're still in existence, of course. They're just a shadow of their former selves. So what do you think? Leave me a comment down below. If you'd like more information about that side of my photographic experience, please let me know. I suspect the answer will be no, but what the hey. So that's it for this very short video, which I hope I get some responses to. Maybe not that many likes, but at least some responses. In the next video, I promise we'll talk about photography. In particular, my own photography in 2022, not in years gone by. But for now, I'll say, take good care of yourselves, enjoy your photography, and I'll see you soon.
In case of a shower, you might spoon for an hour and then plan to settle down in that wonderful, beautiful garden of flowers that we call our Kodak.